So I'm doing a little something different today. I'm gonna start off the video very awkwardly assembling this bike because I'm trying to do a little something for filming in the back of it. So as you can see right here, I have something I definitely would not advise. This is for experimental and entertainment purposes. You can recognize what this is. I took this off of a small rig stand that I pretty much was not able to tighten over here because I busted it by tightening it way too much. So I went ahead and figured out where the weight of the camera was and tied that here. Luckily it had some holes. You could see where the holes are to a point where it does not pass that tilting axis. So it can go back, so I will have to hold it assisting with one hand as I steer with the other hand. I put some air into this bike tire and I put some air into the front tire. So this should be pretty much brand spanking new as soon as I get it assembled. We're gonna see what type of results it gives me. What I'm attempting to do is moving shots while, I guess you could say, walking or running, to see how well it would be practical to follow a subject, or if it's not usable because of bumps. I'm not really expecting this to be groundbreaking or anything, but we're gonna see how well this goes or how bad this goes. Hopefully it doesn't go bad. So here we are mounting it, tightening the screw up now. It most definitely feels like it has weight more on one side than it does on the other. So that is something that I'm concerned about. We'll have to deal with it. So the bike is on the stand. You guys are on my iPhone right now, but just to show you guys what it looks like, in case you guys are wondering, I do not recommend this because it's very sketchy, but this is what it's looking like right now. I have a monitor hooked up, but because it is very bright, I don't know if you guys will get the best representation of it. That's glare, but that is the actual camera. So let's go ahead and give this a try. This is on the Zizzo folding bike. This was not sponsored at all. I am just doing it because I love filmmaking and I would like to try a new technique. So let's go ahead and give this a try. We have a follow focus by small rig called a Magic Fizz we're trying out, and that's going to be playing with my angles to make it wider or to make it tighter. The lens I'm using is the Tokina 11 to 20 millimeters T2.9 wide angle lens. This is the cinema version, and the camera is, of course, my red Komodo. It's on a shape plate, and this is how it looks like on the bottom of the small rig. This is all that I'm using to tighten it. Luckily, it is a hairline away from touching the actual wheel, so when it spins it doesn't touch the wheel. I'm hoping it stays that way so that I have frictionless motion, and this way I'm able to hold on to the camera with the other hand back here from the handle. As you can tell, it only sustains it going that way. So if it tilts back this way, there's nothing over here stopping it from tilting back this way. So we're about to give it a try. Here we go. There is a lot of bumps and lines and cracks. I have the wireless Magic Fizz by Small Rig hooked up there, controlling the aspect ratio in terms of wideness angle. So we're going to just put it here. This isn't fastened, screwed onto anything, so this is really sketchy. All it is just this wire right here behind it, holding it, and then the top one just pushing pressure down. And yeah, we're gonna give this a try. I'm not sure how well or bad it's gonna work out, but it's pretty sketchy. We're gonna see if we can get any result, if good or bad. Worked completely as it should have. I really couldn't have expected it to go on any better holding it with one hand, which wasn't too uncomfortable. So driving around with it, it wasn't too uncomfortable. If you're able to steer with one hand, then that works perfectly fine. If not, you will have a difficulty trying to do this because it is scary on the first push off because you don't really feel used to it. It feels very strange. It feels weird, but after you get like the first 3 or 4 kicks off of your first push, you're really good. Obviously, my parameters are very specific. I do not recommend this with any bike in particular, much less with your own. But if, like I said, you wanted to know, this is a Zozo bike, and I really hope you guys enjoy it. If you guys really want to know like specifics on the model or perhaps anything that I didn't cover, feel free to comment it down below, and I will go ahead and cover those things. I apologize if it's really windy outside and it really messes up the audio, or if there's cars blaring outside that mess up the audio. But thank you, and I will see you on the next one. Thank you for watching today's video, guys. If you enjoyed it, go ahead and leave a like or a comment and share this with somebody that you think might try it or maybe might find it interesting.